Good morning. Welcome to Southerntimes on EveAfrique News from the depths of the Niger Delta. The major story: Court declares Rivers State government not FIRS entitled to collect VAT-related taxes in Rivers. Bayelsa State governor pays courtesy visits to the Nigerian embassy in Athens. Commercial flight commences operations in Bayelsa State. In entertainment, Big Wiz gets MTV Video Music Awards nomination for Brown Skin Girl. And in sports, Bayelsa sweeps the stakes at the ITO Cup competition. On the foreign scene, Nigeria diplomats harassed in Indonesia. I am Omotola Agbelusi. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us again. The Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has declared that it is the Rivers State government and not the Federal Inland Revenue Services (FIRS) that should collect valued added tax, VAT, and personal income tax (PIT) in the state. The court, presided over by Justice Stephen Dalupam, has also issued an order of perpetual injunction restraining the Federal Inland Revenue Service and the Attorney General of the Federation, both first and second defendants in the suit, from collecting, demanding, threatening, and intimidating residents of Rivers State to pay to FIRS personal income tax and valued added tax. The court, which granted all the 11 reliefs sought by the Rivers State government, stated that there is no constitutional basis for the FIRS to demand for the collection VAT, withholding tax, education tax, and technology levy in Rivers State or any other state of the Federation, being that the constitutional powers and competence of the federal government is limited to taxation of income, profits, and capital gains, which does not include VAT or any other species of sales or levy other than those specifically mentioned in items 58 and 59 of the exclusive legislative list of the Constitution. The judge dismissed the preliminary objections filed by the defendants that the court lacks jurisdiction to hear the suit and that the case should be transferred to Court of Appeal for interpretation. Also dismissed was the objection that the National Assembly ought to have been made a party in the suit, declaring that the issue of taxes raised by the government are issues of law that the court is constitutionally empowered to entertain. He declared that after a diligent review of the issues raised by both the plaintiff and the defendants, the plaintiff has proven beyond doubt that it is entitled to all the 11 reliefs it sought in the suit. The court agreed with the Rivers State government that it is the state and not FIRS that is constitutionally entitled to impose taxes, enforceable or collectible in its territory, of the nature of consumptions or sales tax, VAT, education, and other taxes or levies other than the taxes and duties specifically reserved for the federal government by items 58 and 59 of Part 1 of the second schedule of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The Bayelsa State Governor, His Excellency Doyediri, with delegates, pay courtesy visit to Ambassador Opunimi Akintugbe at the Nigerian Embassy in Athens, as follow-up of the signing of the MOU between the Bayelsa State government and the African Atlantic Gulf of Guinea on June the 30th, 2021. The Bayelsa State Governor, H.E. Doyediri, and some delegates went to inspect factories, aquatic centers, the fish processing plant, the fish market and depot, with all intricate and vital components to facilitate the projects. The commencement of this project will provide job opportunities for both the youths of the Niger Delta and the Gulf of Guinea. In a statement, Ambassador Akintugbe says a key part of her station charter mandate presented to foreign missions by President Buhari is to seek opportunities to diversify Nigeria's economy, and that this project is a perfect fit for the Nigerian beyond oil focus of the federal government of Nigeria. She quoted the adage, "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime," adding that the people are the greatest asset at the core of successful and sustainable national development. She thanked Governor Diri for visiting and gave her words concerning their support towards moving forward such transformational project to life. The Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) promises to level up to international standards and bring in the best practice when it comes to handling of ships and cargo in all seaports in the country. The acting managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA), Muhammad Bello Koko, made the remark while addressing members of the Senate Committee on Privatization and Commercialization led by Senator Theodore Orji during an oversight visit to NPA. According to him, the authority has created an enabling environment for a well-structured intermodal system for seamless connectivity of the waterways, rail and road transportation to foster improved service delivery as well as increase in revenue to the nation's purse. The Minister of Police Affairs, Alhaji Muhammad Dingadi, says the federal government has approved over 4 billion naira in the 2021 budget for fueling of police vehicles. This was disclosed in a statement on Tuesday in Abuja by the head of press and public relations in the ministry, Mr. Bolaji Kazim. The minister spoke in a paper titled Strategic Leadership Development, the role of the Ministry of Police Affairs, presented to Strategic Leadership and Command, Course 3, 2021, participants of the National Institute of Police Studies. Dingadi says the amount would cover expenditure on fuel supply to police commands in the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. He added that the approval of over 4 billion naira for fueling of police vehicles in the country was the first in the history of Nigeria Police, while adding the ministry would sustain the gesture. This, however, has raised concerns with Nigerians who in turn find the move to be massively courageous and beyond conspicuous. Many have argued that such funds would be used or diverted for the wrong reasons, as there has been no laid out blueprint to account for how the funds would be allocated and used by the police. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
I be small boy, big force. Small mouth will talk. Body small like container, dream big like pot. I know they fear or zoo. In fact, I get two. The story sound personal, but the matter concern you. How far your dream? Hope you they pursue Jejely, now from club them take the enter dance. I believe your light. You guys believe I'm too. You know get how night take dark. You know fit cover moon. I they see your sweat, and I get one belief. Say the hustle go pay, people go see receipts. So whether you day your feast or they run out for streets, no shaking with your side, your heritage legit. Them say you not fit. Who them? Tell them make them chill. Burger no fit tell a bar, banga soup they be. Hustle to the future green. It dead in Niger blood. Warriors fit give anything, but warriors know they give up at all. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
Welcome back. United Nigerian Airlines has commenced flight operations at the International Airport Yenagoa. Recall that Nigeria's Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has granted license for commercial flight operations from the brand new airport. The United Nigerian Airlines is the first airline approved for commercial flights to fly Lagos and Abuja routes. In entertainment, if you weren't at the just concluded Bolly Festival, then you missed out on a lot, because the fun ranging from the Bolly eating competition, dance competition, and music performance were at its peak. Speaking of music performance, Fireboy DML and Ricardo Banks, aka Ricky Baby, performed at this year's Bolly Festival. This year's Bolly Festival actually lasted 2 days, and it was fun from the beginning to the end. Port Harcourt people came out to play in their numbers. And the music, Big Wiz making us proud. Nigerian music superstar Big Wiz just grabbed another nomination with Brown Skin Girl, his 2019 collaboration with Beyonce, and the record is in the running for Best R&B. Other records in the category include Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars, Anderson, Pac, Silk Sonic, Go Crazy by Chris Brown and Young Thug, Heartbreak Anniversary by Giveon, Come Through by H.E.R. featuring Chris Brown, and Good Days by Zah. Moving on to sports. For the first time in the history of Nigeria Cup competition, one state claimed both the women and men titles as second-tier Bayelsa United and Bayelsa Queens were crowned winners of the 2021 ITO Cup. An avalanche of 10 goals made the evening well worth it for football action-staffed fans at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. Yenagoa-based Bayelsa Queen defeated Lagos-based FC Robo 4-2 to lift the trophy and take home the prize money of 10 million naira. The men's final, played at the same venue despite the rain that lived up to expectation. Bayelsa United defeated Nigeria Professional Football League NPFL side Nasarawa United 4-3 on penalties, equally pocketing 25 million naira. The victory means Bayelsa United will represent Nigeria in the CAF Confederation Cup next season. However, it's been jubilation galore as Bayelsa government declared that the players would be given a rousing welcome to celebrate their victories, adding that a public holiday would also be declared in their honor. In a foreign scene, an officer of the Nigerian High Commission Consulate in Indonesia, Southeast Asia, has been tortured, suffocated, beaten up and humiliated by the Indonesian immigration officers. The diplomat was held down by the Indonesian immigration officers while he went out to shop in a supermarket. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has contacted the Indonesian ambassador to Nigeria and has said there is no justification for whatsoever for such a treatment to a Nigerian diplomat or any Nigerian citizen. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said it will review its relations with the Indonesian government and has requested that the immigration officers are appropriately sanctioned for their actions. Public announcement. Important meeting alert. The Port Harcourt Boat Club General Meeting holds on Sunday the 15th of August 2021. Time 2:30 p.m. prompt at the clubhouse. New and old members are expected to be in attendance. Signed, Devi Hati Minima, Coordinator. That's a wrap on the news this morning. A recap of the headlines. Court declares Rivers State Government not FIRS entitled to collect VAT-related taxes in Rivers. Bayelsa State Governor pays courtesy visits to the Nigerian Embassy in Athens. Commercial flight commences operations in Bayelsa State. In entertainment, Big Wiz gets MTV Video Music Awards nomination for Brown Skin Girl. And in sports, Bayelsa sweeps the stakes at the ITO Cup competition. On the foreign scene, Nigeria diplomats harassed in Indonesia. Don't forget to follow our handles showing on your screen for updates and happenings across the Niger Delta and beyond. Let us commit to actualize peace and development across Niger Delta. I am Omotola Agbelusi. Big thank you for watching.